And we can see that with what's happening on the southern border. President Biden's raging border crisis and the harm it inflicts upon our great country, the dangerous catastrophes that I simply cannot ignore. We're talking about over 2 million illegal crossings in a single year, thousands of pounds of fentanyl seized, as we just talked about, and an unknown number of illegal migrants, some with criminal records, some on the terrorist watch list, released into hundreds of communities across the nation. Yet out of cowardice or complacency or both, the Democrats remain silent on record-high levels of illegal migrant crossings and drug seizures at our southern border. My Republican colleagues and I have responded to the left's inaction with letters demanding answers, with legislation, and with continuous coverage of what's really happening under Biden's watch. Furthermore, my House Freedom Caucus colleagues, led by my good friend Chairman Perry, held a hearing on the Biden administration's open border policies and inadequate border security just yesterday. During this hearing, we heard numerous witnesses describe the fire of chaos at the border and the policies that have fueled the flames. Many Americans know about the ongoing border crisis and its root causes. Joe Biden and his crisis-ridden, failed administration with a 33% approval rating. Yet I don't believe the American people are aware of the United Nations involvement that aids migrants on their expedition to our southern border. According to one of the witnesses that participated in our hearing yesterday, Todd Bensman of the Center of Immigration Studies, UN agencies such as the International Office of Migration and the United Nations Commissioner for Refugees and their counterparts are providing assistance, including financial assistance, to help migrants on their journey, where they will eventually attempt to illegally cross the United States border. This witness further explained that the United Nations Cash-Based Interventions Program supplies reusable plastic cash cards worth hundreds of dollars each and cash-filled envelopes, among additional resources to individuals on the migrant trail from South America to Texas. This is unbelievable, it's illogical, it's criminal, and it's just plain wrong. The United Nations is actively subverting the security of our southern border. Just think about that statement for a moment. Just think about it. But guess again who's funding the bill? It's the American taxpayer. The United States contributes billions of dollars to the United Nations every year, meaning our citizens are paying for fraudulent UN programs that contribute to the very border crisis that is threatening their lives and livelihoods. It's also absolutely ludicrous that our country is funding programs and then the UN simultaneously derails our national security, sovereignty, and freedoms. As our national debt just hit $30 trillion, this senseless spending isn't just fiscally irresponsible, it's also morally bankrupt, as it enables illegal migrants, human traffickers, drug smugglers, dangerous criminals, and terrorists to take advantage of the Biden administration's open border policies. Well, enough is enough. We must defund all these UN programs. Not defund the police, but defund the UN programs that encourage foreigners to violate our laws, to breach our border, to jeopardize our nation, and put Americans last.